Tank Talk is officially on Team Redcon 1. Stay at your highest state of readiness with the fastest growing supplement company in the United States of America, Redcon 1. Redcon offers a multitude of products to make sure you're energized and feel at your best with their Total War pre-workout, Redcon 1 energy drinks, protein, and more. And as a bonus to feeling energized and at your best, use our promo code TANKTALK at checkout to receive 20% off your next order. Hey yo, are you sick and tired sitting around on the couch or the bar stool and missing out on the live action? Well, look no further. We got you covered with the help of the official ticketing partner of the Tank Talk podcast, SeatGeek. SeatGeek lets you know what seats are absolute crop and what seats are the best in the house with their unique Deal Sport feature, as well as offering the best ticketing prices in the market. Use promo code TANKTALKPOD, all caps, no spaces, at checkout and get $20 off your first purchase. Download SeatGeek on any iOS or Android devices and go out there and experience the live action of any big game today.
Go Raptors! Yeah!
The following podcast is recorded and produced by Emerge, a media creators co-op, in affiliation with the network at bicbp-radio.com.
What's up, dude, and welcome back to the Tank Talk podcast. This is Tank Theory speaking to a microphone here out of Emerge Media Creators Co-op, and we are now officially 10 days away from NFL football when the Kansas City Chiefs kick off the season against the Baltimore Ravens, an AFC Championship rematch, and we have never been more back than ever before, baby. Hope y'all got your rest this past week. Kick back, kick your feet up, get an ice cold one, and listen to us sports stooges talk some football.
Yeah.
So without further ado, to my left, I am joined by Donn'y McCoy.
You know who it is? We back, baby.
Hey, man, Donn'y.
Yeah. Hating season starting it up.
Oh,
Let's
boy.
get the hating season going.
Just in time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Dude, how's everything been? Softball was good.
Hey.
Everything else good? How we doing?
Champs over here, you know. Champs over here. Had to pull off an 8-4 dub in the finals. Been a nice summer. It's still heating up out here in the football season, but cooling off at home.
All right, love to hear it.
Yeah.
Love to hear it. Glad to have you back, dude.
Hey, it's good to be back. It's been a minute.
Obviously, you're sitting solo today.
Yeah, no, this is different.
The hating ass table ain't together.
I know. They're not ready for that. They're not ready for that.
Brother Bren is out on vacation in the sunshine state of Florida. So hopefully you have a good time down there, Brendan.
Shout out Florida.
Way to coordinate that to plan the trip the week after our 1 week break.
Smart.
It's good, man.
Smart.
It's good math.
He said, why not? It's like, you know, like when you get that extra day off on a Monday, like Labor Day coming up, he said, why not take the Tuesday?
And why not take the next one off too?
Yeah.
Why not?
It's a 3-day or 1 week or 2 week vacation.
Couple days he'll be back. I think he just went for the weekend. I don't know when he's coming back. But
I'm just saying he took.
Hey, hopefully he come back in soon. By the time next Monday comes,
he's out there scouting.
Well deserved vacation. And on the ones and twos, he's back. Hopefully everyone can hear us this week. We got Anthony standing up.
Oh, don't worry. We can hear him. We can hear you guys.
Oh, okay.
All right. If anyone's in watching live or watching along here, comment in the comment section. Wrong answers only. Who does Anthony look like?
What do you mean wrong answer?
And what did he just say?
What do you mean what I say?
My man thought he was DJ Pauly D over at Sunset Beach.
Yeah.
He said, fuck the chair. Give me my headphones in the bucket. We good.
Throw a beat on. Throw that beat on.
All right. Anthony, how's your summer baseball season? Now you just wrapped it up here.
It was pretty good. You know, we're going to the fall ball now.
Oh, fall ball. How you doing?
That's where legends are made, right?
Yeah, but the season is shortened for fall ball.
You brought a little something in today, didn't you?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not appreciated for it, but I broke my bat.
Show it off a little bit.
I just set it up.
Oh, that golly! What happened there?
All right.
Who's throwing?
You're thinking-
Roldis Chapman.
You were just mad after a strikeout?
I'm playing baseball. A ball must have broke it.
That
No.
lines up.
It was
I
so.
mean, yeah.
Yeah.
A baseball bat is broken because you're playing baseball.
Yeah, probably. And I mean, a ball, that usually is what made contact with a bat, is a ball.
Yeah, but if you really look at it,
It was high and
it got
inside.
broke right in the handle.
Yep.
So you thinking a baseball must have broke it? No,
Yeah.
What broke?
it was so hot out there, and I swing hard in case you hit it, goes far.
Sure.
In case.
Science.
So
Smart.
it was so humid, the bat flew out of my hand, hit the pole above my dugout, snapped right in half.
Bang.
Bang.
So it slipped
The
out
hand-
your hands.
The handle, yeah. The
Yeah,
handle
just got some
stuck-
gloves.
Long story short,
Yeah.
he did the whole breakdown. I swing. It slipped out his hand. That's all.
All right. Yeah, this is stuck in the net. I was throwing baseballs to try to get it down. Maybe Dix will accept to pay, because my warranty.
Hey, rule number
And-
1 is eyes on the ball, but rule number 2, hands on the bat.
That's what they say.
I mean, my hands were on the bat until it slipped out.
So they weren't.
I'm glad you had a hell of a season. Let's go get after this some fall ball. How about
Are you a no gloves guy or what?
No, I gotta wear gloves. My hands get too sweaty.
Gotta get some
But
sticky
even with the
gloves.
gloves, they still.
Oh,
slip out.
imagine without the gloves. Holy fuck. Yeah.
What about a little pine tar?
I do got some.
Throw
And
it on
like
there
when
while
I
you're
take-
pitching a little bit?
We don't talk about that.
Yeah.
Nah, just kidding.
Throw him under the bus. Spider attack there.
He said no,
Yeah,
but next
Tank,
week,
how
baby.
was your year? How was your weekend?
Hey, it was a great weekend. Some of it don't really remember too much. Saturday, me and Donny had ourselves a beer Olympics,
Oh, yeah.
even though we didn't really finish. But I'll tell you what was finished, a lot of beers.
Oh, that's for sure.
A lot of beers were finished.
How
So we
many?
did that Saturday. We went golfing, me and you, Marty, hit the golf course yesterday after the Pundit's Playbook recording. And then the week before,
And who won?
oh, we did, of course. Come
Yeah.
on now.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
And then last week, I was down in Indianapolis. Had to scope it out.
It's getting a little hot down there.
Oh,
You were
bro.
catching a little.
It felt like, so you remember, what was it? Earlier last week, the weather here dipped down to like the 60s.
yeah, it was just brick all of a sudden.
Bro, it felt like I just came back home from Florida. It was like 90 something down there.
That's
And
lit.
speaking of hot, boy,
Maybe.
oh boy, I felt like I almost had a fever. Because, at that fever game, y'all got to put it on your bucket list. I'm telling you.
That was a good one.
Thanks, dude. That's hosting, baby. Come on. That's podcasting.
Come on. You know who it is.
Come on now. It felt like an NBA playoff game in there, bro. The Kalen Clark effect is real, especially after sitting there and witnessing firsthand. Yeah, it's legit. First three, she splashed. Bang.
Oh, flexing on them. Crazy like
All of them. Everybody in there. I'm like, okay, she's the one.
that. J.R. Smith vibes.
She's the one. So, yeah, that was a lot of fun. Hit the preseason Colts game the next day. Was the third string Super Bowl, so that was a lot of fun.
How's the squad looking? How's the third stringers looking?
Solid.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
There ain't going to
Pretty
be no
solid.
one employed at Walgreens over there.
Mm-mm.
Nice.
They're going to catch the third down play? Or was it fourth down?
All right. It was fourth down, but
What?
he's trying to
Good
talk
son?
junk. He's trying to talk junk.
You talking
The
junk
good
about a
some
fourth
play?
down play in the
Seriously.
preseason?
What?
No,
That's
he's talking
that's a
about-
whole new level of
All
hate.
right, well, let's move on. Goddamn.
Speaking of that's not well, 1 second. How flexible are you over there?
I can touch my toes.
Can you touch your toes? Nah, I don't know about this. Never mind.
Why you ask?
I was asking to show off the socks real quick, but I'm afraid of where his foot might come down. So I'm
Here,
actually
put it on wide real quick. Come out here.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't need you getting hurt. Oh, what's up, Aiden? I was talking about this wide, but I guess that one will do as well.
He said,
You clicked it, but it didn't go through, brother. Yeah, I was talking about this wide. Welcome, hey everybody, welcome back. Jeez, Louise, everybody
right
get
back
your
on the
rust
ones and
off.
twos. You know how it is.
I'll go to wide too.
This guy's a little rusty on the break.
Golly,
Yeah.
Doing all that extra work.
Yeah.
Look at this fit.
Those
What
ain't
is
even.
this?
Yeah.
What is this?
This guy's got shoes for socks and he's got balls for shorts.
You don't even know what he's wearing. All right.
What are you talking about?
So as y'all know, obviously we started a little late today due to a tragic accident. I was heading home from work. For some of you local people, normally getting off the Grand Island Bridge is a mess. But it turned out there was a really bad accident. 2 cars were flipped over. So I just want to say, if anyone's local there, T's and P's to anyone that was involved in that accident. That was fucking tragic. I didn't know what was going on. I thought it was just another day traffic jam getting on that Grand Island bitch because no one knows how to drive on that bitch. So turned out, it was a bad accident. So
They really
T's and P's to anybody that's involved in that or knows who's involved in that. But
hopefully no injuries, just bad
hopefully no
cars.
injuries, yes. So, but we got a lot to get into, fellas.
Yeah, we do.
We got a lot to get into. We missed
It's
the whole
time.
week.
Yo,
Preseason's over with.
yo, tomorrow, single-digit countdown days.
10 days.
Sheesh.
We'll be 9 days away tomorrow. Can you believe it?
Nah, because when I first looked up that number, it was like 156 or something ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So everybody, while you're listening right now, follow us at TankTalk_pod. Subscribe to our YouTube channel here, the Tank Talk Podcast, not Tank Talk. Tank Talk Podcast.
What?
Yeah.
Follow us on all of our socials.
Sports,
at
not
Tank
the fish.
Talk_pod. Not the fish. We do sports here.
What we're gonna need you to do is every day.
Yeah.
Today, you know, this is how many days are left. You know, tomorrow when you wake up, comb your hair, whatever, do one of these. Number 9. Just keep doing that till it's game time.
Yeah, exactly.
Game time.
Game time.
Yeah.
So before we get the ball rolling, I also wanted to mention too that someone that has been following us since day one messaged me the other day. He said, I've been following you guys' show and I've been following along with this countdown to football. He said, I don't know how we went from 99 days to 10. This shit is crazy. So shout out to y'all for following along.
A little division, you know.
That's
Sometimes
just-
you got to do
that's
the
just
parentheses first.
That's just math. And just also want to mention, sadly, we didn't achieve our goal for the 1K giveaway. We're so close. 140 away. 140 away. We're so close. But I get it. No one wants to go to the preseason game. Can't really blame me at all. But hey, what are you gonna do? We'll get them next time.
Bowl tickets.
All right, let's not get crazy. Unless Anthony's chipping in for that.
Yeah, shout out Anthony.
Shout out
Give
Anthony.
me my money.
Pay me my money.
Let me give my money.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh, I'm scared you guys aren't gonna do it. Give me my money. Yeah.
Yeah. We're kicking off with a hot game, though.
We are.
Baltimore
Yeah.
Chiefs.
The numbers are moving too.
We better be moving purple.
We can dive into that next week when we make our pick.
Mhm.
Spread the bread is going to be officially back.
We're gonna be
a
all
full
the way
slate of
back.
NFL games.
All the way
Next
back,
week,
baby.
spread the bread. Full slate of games.
Let's go.
Super Bowl predictions.
Let's go.
Recap our division winners.
Mm-hmm.
The whole predicting everything. Going to predict everything.
That's why we need Brett next back week.
Oh, he's going to be back.
We're gonna
But
need him back.
Let's talk about it right now.
All right.
So let's get the ball rolling, shall we?
Yeah, roll that ball.
Breaking news today: CeeDee Lamb
Big
signed a
baller.
new deal with the Dallas Cowboys. He's back. They finally went through the weeds. I know that Jerry Jones last week said he wasn't in. He said, "Listen here, CeeDee, I ain't no rush to get this done. Okay, I know I'm here with the media. We sitting here having a good time. I ain't worried about no contract extension." Lo and behold, they got one done. He's the highest paid non-quarterback ever in NFL history. I believe he's averaging $2 more million than Jay Jettas per year.
Ridiculous.
Donn'y, what's your instant reaction to seeing this news earlier today?
Well, I thought good for CD. I think deserved of wide receivers asking for this money. Deserved. Brandon Ayuk, like CD is one of them. Brandon Ayuk's nice, but he's asking for the same kind of money. You can't just be throwing that around to any wide receiver. CD's the type of guy you can. For it to be more than Jettas, that's bad timing on the Cowboys' part. I think they could have just signed him before Jettas, and maybe he would have got a little less money. But maybe they had no clue what they were doing over there, which wouldn't surprise me. So they need a good basis. Jettas got his money. CD was like, let me get a little more. And good for his agent because getting more than Jettas is impressive.
Yeah, so if you're going like, because obviously Justin Jefferson is creme de la creme for wide receivers in this league. CD wasn't too far off. So, I mean, here's a couple stats from last season. Even though
He's up there.
Keep in mind, Justin Jefferson missed a good chunk of the season last year, early on with whatever, what was it, his knee or ankle or something?
Yeah, he was injured a little bit. I
Yeah.
think it was
So, I mean, so if you want to go a little comparison here,
CD had a monster year, though.
Where'd it go? I just had it.
Well, you want some stats?
Yeah, I had some stats. This is why we're not a stat show.
We could be a
Ball
stat show if we
sack
wanted to.
sports.
We just choose not to.
Ball sack sports for real.
Wide receiver.
All right, here we go. My bad. So, Jay Jettas. No, this is regular shit. Forget about it. CeeDee Lamb was right up there. I don't know why. So, the way I got it pulled up is that they're doing their career over time. I just wanted last season, stat head.
Last season stats for you want CeeDee Lamb? Last year, he had 135 catches. Crazy. 135 is like not something to joke around about. 1,749 yards, like 1,749, and 12 touchdowns. And he's doing this. He's doing this on the Cowboys, which I'm sorry. Brandon Cooks used to be nice. He's not. They didn't have nobody else to throw to. They got the tight end over there. I think Ferguson. He's cool. Dak's cool.
I mean, yeah, other than that,
Brandon Cooks is cool.
Michael Gallup, he's gone.
Yeah, he's out of here. He was like, eh. So CD's doing this just like, yo, give me the rock, and I'm gonna take us there.
I mean, if you ask me, like CD almost had the full leverage in this situation. Even though I did say recently that even though that this probably isn't the way to go in terms of like team building, is to pay your receiver and let the rest follow. But in this case, like you were saying, who else they got?
If they don't pay him, it's gonna get ugly over there.
That's what I'm saying.
They're gonna be throwing to Cavante Turpin, Ryan Flournoy or something.
I'm here.
This guy over here snapping.
They're trying to get some new guys in that receiving corps, but they're not really it. Maybe they'll prove us wrong.
Yeah. So now they're in a spot where I'm not sure where their salary cap is going to sit. I mean, don't let Jerry Jones fool you. He'll get whatever money he wants.
His pockets are full.
That's what I'm saying. So now it's like, all right, you got CD done. What is Dak's deal going to look like? And what is Micah Parsons' deal going to look like? Because in a perfect world, you want to keep all three, but I really don't think they can keep all three.
I think I can see it happen. I can see Dak getting franchise tagged. Is that allowed?
Yeah, they can do it as many times as they want.
So I think if they can tag him, I think they tag Dak or tag Dak. That's a terrible tongue twister right there.
Say it 3 times fast.
Yeah, tag Dak. Tag. You know, little skateboard finger things. But Micah Parsons, he gonna get paid. He gonna get paid. He's gonna be the top paid defensive player in the league, and it's gonna be by the Cowboys.
Yeah, but I will say, I don't know if I would have given CeeDee Lamb the most, like, in the league, but I will say he deserved to be like top paid in the league for sure.
He deserved to be paid just like Jefferson did.
Right. I wouldn't have given more than Jefferson because, like, you just went through the numbers. Justin Jefferson still was like toe to toe with him, and he missed a good portion of the season, and also had Nick Mullins and the passer not throwing the ball to him. So,
and a better line of work his first couple seasons too than CD.
That's what I'm saying. So yeah, I mean, I'm glad he got paid. If I'm a Cowboys fan, I'm through the roof right now. But now on the flip side of things, if you're Brandon Ayuk's agent or you're Jamar Chase's agent, even though they shouldn't be getting paid like him, they got to be saying, "What the hell is going on here?"
I don't know about they. Jamar gonna get more than both of them.
You think?
Yeah. Ayuk's not. No, Ayuk's gonna have to borrow some money somewhere or something.
Do you think Ayuk? Because we haven't really been able to talk to you about this because it's been a new story every other day, bro, with this Ayuk situation.
He wants to get traded.
Yeah.
He wants to go to a winner. He wants to get paid. He wants to get traded, but not there.
Right.
They'll pay him, but he doesn't want to play there. It's cold here. A lot of things going on with him. I'll go to Washington. I'm not going to New England. I don't think you could pay Ayuk like that. And unfortunately, it's like the same conversation as the Purdy conversation, where it's like, are you really that nasty, Ayuk, or Are you just in single coverage because there's Debo and Kittle and McCaffrey running around going nuts alongside you?
I mean, it could be a number of things, but at the end of the day, I just don't see. I don't see the Niners trading him because again, they got full. This is a different situation than the CeeDee Lamb situation because obviously they got more weapons around Brock Purdy and all them.
They even got a new guy,
and also like
Pretty Ricky.
That too. And they got full control, like the contract wise. He already agreed to play on this season. It's not like he's due right now. Like he's going to be free agent at the end of the year, sure. But they could definitely like, okay, if you don't want to play, you don't want to play. You're not going nowhere.
Sorry about it.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll have to wait and see about that. They literally have 1 week to figure this out. There's going to be breaking news throughout the day, as today is the final cut day for NFL. They got to get down to 53 man. There's already been some moves. Juju Smith-Schuster is back with the Kansas City Chiefs. The Packers traded for Malik Willis, which is kind of interesting.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, now I don't know.
I like Malik.
I don't know. Not bad, right?
Yeah, I like Malik Willis.
So yeah, we're probably going to be receiving some breaking news as we go through the show today. But speaking of cut down days and the preseason wrapping up and players playing for an opportunity to make their teams, this guy who I had the opportunity to speak with last Thursday at the David Adams retail shop, he's got a real shot of making the team. Buffalo Joe Andreesen.
He's been cooking out there.
Man. So his stats for the preseason, 24 total tackles. 10
they're only
solo.
playing 3 games. They're only playing
3 games. 10 solo, 14 assisted. And this dude is literally like there's no sacks or anything, but he's all over the place. Defense wise, when he's starting, took full advantage of those opportunities. Special teams, wherever the ball is at, you could guarantee that Joe Andreesen will buy that fucking thing. So, yeah, he's been quite a surprise. But like I mentioned, I had the opportunity, thanks to David Adams in the Chase and that whole crew over there, to ask him a little bit about like his collection and his interest in the hobby, because he's known as a big collector.
Oh, cool.
So we had couple hobby questions. Here's a little snippet of our interview and one of the questions I had asked him last Thursday.
All right, yeah. So you are obviously been a collector pretty much all your whole life, growing up and everything. So now that I'm sure you've been attended like autograph signings and everything. Now you're here today. You're on the other side of the table. Could you explain like what that sort of feeling is like?
Yeah, it's a little weird, because just like, I don't know, it's cool though, just to, put the weird aside, it's cool just being on this side of it, and because, autographs, especially in the hobby, are something that are held above pretty much, like relics or anything like that. The autograph is, because it's something from the player himself, he took the time to do it, so I think it's just, I'm honored to be able to do that.
Yeah, so it's got to be an insane feeling for him. Which, real quick, shout out to David Adams and everybody for allowing us to do this crossover thing, and letting us have access to that clip and everything. But could you imagine the feeling? So his story is unique. It almost reminds me of, you've seen Invincible with Mark Wahlberg, where the Vince Papale he literally works at a bar in his hometown. Eagles have an open tryout to the city. He tries out, makes the team, and ends up like making some big plays for them. You definitely seen it before.
I feel like I like Mark Wahlberg, so I feel like probably.
Oh, you definitely have. So it's like it's a different story, but at the same time, it's like very similar.
It's
so
a vibe.
Lancaster, born and raised.
That's not far away.
Not at all. All right.
All right.
Just because they beat you.
Are they the ones that knocked you out?
No. Lancaster legends, stand up.
Huh?
That's what they're saying.
He said, I got to get my chair.
Anyway, yeah, so played high school football at Lancaster, Western New York native.
He was a wrestler over there.
He was wearing a shirt. You seen it? Lancaster Legends Wrestling.
McDermott likes that.
Yeah, exactly. So, local boy. I assume big Buffalo Bills fan growing up.
Gotta be.
I think they showed pictures on the broadcast the other day of him and Jim Kelly and everything. And so, It's growing up watching the Bills, going to UB, staying in the area for college, play some college ball there, and making it like a big impact for them as well. And now having the opportunity to go play for the Buffalo Bills and having literally the whole community like in your corner, because like I don't know about the other teams, but from my knowledge, nothing like this has happened to this extent in this area. Because from what Steve Tasker was saying on the broadcast for the game Saturday, he said the Bills have like some connection with the local colleges where they give players who are graduating an opportunity to work out for the Bills. And he said about 95% of the time, it's just, hey, thanks for coming. Appreciate you taking time to come work out for us, but we're going to have to pass. Sort of something like that. And he's one of the only guys ever that has been brought in for training camp and the preseason.
So wait a minute.
Look at this now.
So you could stay.
Yeah. And he's been making the most of every opportunity, bro. Like now that with Matt Milano down, hey, maybe Joe Andreesen, why not?
Pull up.
Why not? So like, yeah, after like talking with him and everything and hearing his end of the story, like I'm rooting for this guy, bro. I'm rooting for this guy.
I hope so. Making all them tackles, got to have some good football instincts out there.
Yeah. So like, what's your thoughts on this? I don't know. Have you been following up with this Joe Andreesen story or?
I've been just here and there in the preseason, around.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm
24 tackles though in 3 games ain't nothing. And preseason, you don't even play the whole game.
Especially like an undersized guy, because you've seen like he's not that much bigger than us. I mean, obviously he's fucking strapped with it, but like he on the field, bro, he's a dog. He's an absolute dog. So like,
and that's what you need, a linebacker.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
and,
what you want, a linebacker.
The reason why like he was undrafted, a lot of the scouts and everybody was saying like his measurables weren't matching up. Yeah, but if you got that dog in you, you got that dog in you. They can't measure that.
Can't take the dog out.
Exactly. So shout out to Joe Andreesen, man. Fingers crossed you make this team, brother.
Yeah.
It was a pleasure meeting them.
Start racking up some tackles.
Yeah, but like do you know what I'm saying? Like, could you imagine the feeling for him, like actually like growing up, going to like autograph signings and shit?
Probably going.
Now he's on the other side of the table. There's kids. He was just in that spot a couple years ago.
Even playing at UB is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So level that up to the Bills.
Come on now.
That's lit.
Yeah. So. Shout out Joe Andreesen, man. Hopefully
he ain't even got to worry about the Brock Purdy thing. He's already got a place to stay.
He can stay right at home with his pop.
Free rent.
With his mom.
Maybe. Pops is nice.
Who knows? But speaking of preseason, though, I got a couple things I want to touch on before we move on to other things. But Thursday Night Football, Amazon Prime. The Colts played the Cincinnati Bengals, and Anthony Richardson played a couple drives. First drive started off 7 for 8. Just looked phenomenal. I'm like, here we go. We got our starters out. We're getting some reps in. Let's go.
Nice.
Touchdown to A.D. Mitchell, getting the boys going. He was talking his shit. Cool. Look, he wasn't missing. Yeah, next drive, miscommunication with Kyle Granson, the tight end. Boom, pick 6. Everything just fell down from there. Donny, were you able to see like some of these like reactions and overreactions on Twitter and everything about Anthony Richardson's play, and what are your thoughts on like where he stands now? Because a lot of people off of a preseason game
are hating,
are completely out on him.
That's insane. All I gotta say is like, don't even count yet. This is just preseason. Get your reps in. If the tight ends make a little mistake here and there, this is what the preseason is for. And it's not like we didn't watch him ball out last year until he hurt his shoulder.
Yeah,
dude was nice. I ain't worried about it. I think he gonna have a good season as long as he stay healthy. The coaching staff there is just Steichen. He gets the offense going. You saw what he did over on the Eagles.
Oh yeah.
And the Colts, they were cooking last year with Gardner Minshew. No offense to Gardner Minshew, but he's not Anthony Richardson. So he's built for that offense, I think, with the great coaching staff, and they got like weapons everywhere. They're gonna be all right.
Yeah, it's just coming around. It's like the people forget
everybody's on the Houston train.
Everyone. But like,
just wait. I hope the Colts take that division.
Oh yeah. Shout out, dude. Thank you, dude.
Yeah.
But like people forget, like he's still a raw talent, bro. He started 6 games in high school. He didn't play till his junior year. 13 games in college and only 4 in the NFL. So if my math is correct, that's roughly like 24 starts in his life.
And he was
playing
looking
football.
nice in the NFL last year in the regular season.
So, like, he's going to make mistakes. Like, he's, 21, 22 years old? He's going to figure this shit out. And the only way you could get those reps is by playing. And I feel like people are like, oh, he shouldn't be playing no preseason. Dude, he hasn't played since, what was it, like week 5, week 6 of last year.
Yeah, literally.
He's got to get his reps in. Even though it is preseason, sure, but you want to get that camaraderie with your teammates.
They're just out there practicing. It's not like a real
Right.
game.
Get into the flow of your system. See what other opposing defenses are throwing at you. He's gonna make mistakes.
You can get your reps. You can get your experience up. You can't get fast 6'4", 245 up.
That's what I'm saying.
That's just who he is.
You're born with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so once he gets the football shit down pat, boy oh boy,
It's gonna be dangerous.
and like you got the whole experience Thursday. The good, the bad, the ugly, the purdy, right? So it's like I'm not worried about it at all. As a Colts fan, I'm glad that we're getting this shit out the way right now.
Only thing I'd be worried about
right now and gear up for the regular season.
Only thing I'd be worried about as a Colts fan is them first 3 weeks. If you get 1 or 2 wins, you're good. If they start 0-3,
Tough.
then I might get a little worried.
I'm
not predicting.
Yeah.
But
so what is it? Houston,
which could go either way.
Green Bay,
Could go either way.
Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could go either way.
Right.
So I expect them to get 1 or 2. But they could be 3-0. They could be 0-3 at that start.
Just have to wait and see, brother. But it's like overall, like the overreaction is crazy. It's week 3 of the preseason. Like he's not doing things right now in that preseason game that he's going to be doing in the regular season.
No, and as a mobile quarterback, you're not even like getting into that bag in the preseason, or you shouldn't be.
Right. You're getting in the motion of shit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm not worried about it at all. A lot of people on Twitter, even had some people message me like, oh, what the hell is going on today? What the hell is going on with Anthony Richardson? He looking like shit. Get it out the way now, bro. Like, I'm not worried about it at all. He's still young, raw talent. Honestly, it reminds me a lot of Josh Allen when he was younger.
That's what they say about all
the piss missiles, you don't need that much velocity on every throw. And I think he's just trying to show off the arm a little bit. Some overthrows he should have had. Like, don't get me wrong, a couple of the throws were off, but the receivers had their hands on it. A lot of them should have been caught, but he's advanced in like most of the footwork. Like if you go back and watch the film, he's running the RPO with Jonathan Taylor. And as he is
dangerous duo right there.
He's stepping in as he's handing it off. Pulls it back. When he pulls back, he's already got his foot in the motion where he's he's in the throwing stance.
Yep.
So he's got his right foot out like this. As soon as he takes the ball away, boom, it's there.
On the money, on timing.
On the money, on time. So
That's
it's like little shit like that.
And that stuff Steichen is going to be working on with him.
Exactly.
Good coaching staff over there.
Yeah, overall, I'm not worried about it. Everyone on Twitter say, oh, well, Anthony Richardson a bub. He shot already. Shut the fuck up. We're good.
Question for you.
Yeah.
Big decision here. If
Okay.
you had to pick going forward, Colts fan, you're a Colts fan. This isn't you're an Anthony Richardson fan. What you would be wanting for the Colts future, Anthony Richardson and everything you've seen so far, or Caleb Williams? Who would you take?
For my system right now?
For the Colts?
For the Colts system?
For the Colts starting this year and going forward.
I'm good with the AR, brother.
All right.
I'm sticking with it.
I don't mind it.
I'm sticking with it. That's all I got.
I just thought that was a spicy one.
That's a good question.
I thought I might get you.
Nah, so with like Caleb, like I think like I'm like super on the hype train now because I seen it in person and I seen some of the stuff like you didn't see on the broadcast. Like literally, this dude, motherfucker's comfortable, bro. He's comfortable as hell. It seemed like he's been there for 10. Like he's a 10-season vet. Like during the commercial breaks, I said it a couple weeks ago. Like, like media timeout, he's like taking the play in. looking around, taking everything in. The Bills got that drum line. He's sitting there. Goes up the field, scores a touchdown. It's just like it's little shit like that in the leadership. So I think like if a young guy like him has already got control of that team and they're already like following his lead, they're gonna be in a good spot. I do think at some point though the rookie wall might hit him a little bit. You seen it a little bit with CJ Stroud when he first started the season. So I think over the season he's gonna start cooking. But best situation the rookie quarterback's ever been in.
Yeah, it's not bad at all over there.
So. But everyone hated on Anthony Richardson, giving up on him. Once you're off the train and everything starts going right, don't come back on. That's all I'm saying. Sleeper was crazy. You see the tweet Sleeper was putting out?
No, they were hating.
Bro.
They were hating.
Well, it was like, bro, when they look crazy on the first drive, holy shit, look at Anthony Richardson. He cooking. The next drive, what is he doing? Anthony Richardson, he's slipping off.
Trade him. Get him off your
Crazy.
rosters.
But no, we're in a good spot. I don't know if you've seen this. So I guess the Buffalo Airport is working on their runways. So
Okay.
I guess most of the season, opposing teams coming in are going to be coming through the Niagara Falls Airport. They sent the Carolina Panthers this weekend to the Niagara Falls Airport.
About to go turn my Uber on over there.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, do a couple
Go
rides out.
Xavier Legette. You coach a big guy. Yeah, they said let me see if I can play the clip. So as you get your Uber ready, which player would you want to pick up from the Niagara Falls Airport?
Just from the Panthers?
Yeah, or anybody.
Anybody. Probably feeling like a DK Metcalf. Nah, Lamar. Lamar seems cool. I had to say one of those.
Not Kyler.
I don't got a booster seat in my car. And I can't. I mean, if I picked Kyler up and he was in a sports bra, that'd be looking a little iffy.
Tough. So after the preseason game, Xavier Legette had an interview with Panthers media, and they named him the most country Panther of all time. Here's what he said.
He has been demoted to the second most country Panthers player. How does it feel to take over the #1 spot right there?
Oh, man, I really and truly, man, I don't even think I'm country, man. That's what a lot of folks like to say. Man. I think I'll speak regular.
Can we get a translator, please?
Whatever he's saying, I agree with him, probably.
Fuck it. Xavier Legette. You know, some guys don't talk a little country, man. Yeah, all right.
I think I've seen when he was talking about his skincare routine.
What did he say about that?
I don't know.
Did you see the video? I don't know if he has one yet. We need like a YouTube channel or something, just like Xavier Legette content always. Like a couple weeks ago, they had him do like the weather report in Carolina. Like, hey, it's gonna be sunny out, and you know they think I'm a country guy. You tough guys, but it might rain today. Hey. Shout out Xavier Legette. But
I hope
Donn'y,
he's nice.
You got some catching up to do, my friend. Have you been seeing any of this? Pundit's
What am I
Playbook
seeing?
is back.
Yeah, baby, we back.
Barty, have you been following along here?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So this week,
He might not be able to get you in golf, but he'll get you right in the playbook. He'll get you right in the playbook.
He only got 2 wrong last year. So far, he's been heating up. This week, we decided to do the AFC and NFC West. Next week will be the finale. It's recorded this weekend, but next week we're going to be playing it. Next week, he's got the AFC and NFC East, baby.
Yeah.
So with that being said, let's pass it over to our stats guy, the numbers guy, our stats savant, if you will, money man, Jacob Martineau.
What's up, everybody? This is Marty. This is Pundit's Playbook, Season 2, Episode 3, and we're going to hit the AFC and NFC West. So we're going to start with the 4th place team from last year, the Chargers. They went 5-12. However, this year, they are second best, plus 352 win this division. So Vegas is liking them, projected at 8.5 wins. So let's talk about what their season is going to look like. So I think they're going to run the ball a lot this year. So they have Jim Harbaugh and Greg Roman. They're back coaching together. The last time they coached together was in San Fran from 2011 to 2014. And during that time, they ranked 30th in dropback rate, and they were 31st in passing plays per game. So they love to run the ball, and this year they're going to run the ball a lot. They upgraded their running back room. They added J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards. Their O-line is ranked 7th this year, 7th best. They used the 5th overall pick on an O-lineman, so they really want to run the ball. And they're projected to face the 6th easiest schedule of run defenses. They're also projected to face the 2nd easiest overall schedule. So this season, I'm expecting a lot of running. Justin Herbert, he needs to stay healthy. I think he's really good, but he hasn't been healthy all the time. His receivers hasn't been healthy, but I think this offense can really run the ball a lot, and they might be able to catch on fire this season. Now let's talk about the negatives. Horrible receiving core. They lost Allen. They lost Mike Williams. Best receiver right now is a rookie, Ladd McConkey. They have Josh Palmer, who's been all right or so. Quentin Johnson hasn't been anything. Their defense, it lacks a lot of talent, and they haven't been good the past few years, so I'm a little worried there. The biggest thing with this team is their rest. So their net rest edge is 27th best in the league. They have an early bye, week 5 bye, which is horrible. And from week 8, their rest edge is negative 17 days. So a lot of teams are getting a lot more rest towards the end of the season when players are more injured. So I don't really like that. But overall, this Chargers team, if they can establish the run, they might be able to go somewhere. So now let's move to the Broncos. They came in 3rd last year. They went 8-9. This year you can get them at plus 2,000 to win the division, which is the worst. They're projected at 5.5 wins, so Vegas is not very high on them. But now let's talk about the negatives. So last year, they went 8-1 if they won the turnover battle. If they lost the turnover battle, they went 0-8. I don't like this because turnover luck doesn't translate year over year, so that's not looking good for them. They're projected to play the 2nd toughest schedule of past defenses. Projected to face the 8th hardest overall schedule, so scheduling didn't do them any favors, and they're facing a lot of good teams. Their defense last year was pretty bad. They ranked 31st in efficiency. Usually Denver has a pretty good defense, but not last year. And then a big one, their dead cap this year. They have a lot of dead cap because of Russell Wilson. Dead cap is at $67.6 million with $39 million going to Wilson. So they're paying a lot of players that aren't on their team this year. But now let's move into the positives. So I really couldn't find too many. Their defense is projected to play the 4th easiest schedule of offenses. So that's okay there. So that can help out their defense a lot. They have a new QB. They drafted Bo Nix. Maybe he'll be an upgrade over Wilson. Last year, Wilson, all he did was just dump the ball off pretty much. So hopefully they can spread the ball down the field with this kid. And then Javonte Williams. He's a year removed from his ACL tear. Maybe he'll be more explosive for this team. But other than that, there's really not too much hope for this team. So I understand why they're plus 2,000. So now let's go into the Raiders. So the Raiders had a pretty decent season last year. They went 8-9. Okay, this year you can get them at plus 900 to win this division, and they're projected at 6.5 wins. So let's talk about the negatives first. So last year they got very, very lucky, and they faced 7 backup quarterbacks, which is honestly insane. They went 5-1 if they won the turnover battle, and they went 3-8 if they didn't. So that's, again, similar to the Broncos. That doesn't translate year-over-year turnover luck, so that's a little, I don't really like that there. And then this is a big one here. So 24% of their plays came on 3rd down last year, the 3rd highest in the league. Why is this bad? Good teams like to avoid 3rd downs. Okay, you can't rely on 3rd down luck year over year. Let's look at the Carolina. Carolina went 2-15, and they were the 32nd highest plays on 3rd down. So they had the most plays on 3rd down. The Giants were up there too, and they went 6-11. So those two teams that played a lot of they had a lot of plays on 3rd down had horrible records. And Vegas was there, but Vegas went 8-9. So they just got pretty much lucky on 3rd downs there, which I don't like. And then to top off the negatives, they have the 9th hardest schedule this season, so they're going to be facing a lot of tough opponents. But now for the positives. Similar to the Denver, I really couldn't find too many. I mean, their coach, Antonio Pierce, players loved to play for this guy last year. Maybe you can motivate them again and they can play hard as well. Another one I found, their punter. Their punter was straight amazing, A.J. Cole. He landed 50% of his punts behind the 20-yard line, which is the 2nd best. So the Raiders had great field position. And then the last one I really have is Wilkins and Crosby on defense. They can cause a lot of havoc. But overall, I'm not really high on this team and understand why they're plus 900 as well. And then we got the Chiefs, Super Bowl champs from last year, and I think they could repeat this year. They won 11-6 last year, projected at 11.5 wins, and you can get them at huge minus 230. I think that might be the biggest odds to win the division this year, and I understand why. So we're going to talk about the negatives with this team and what they did wrong last year. So last year, their early down offense was horrible. They were negative 0.05 EPA, which would be 19th best. And on early downs, they only scored 120 points on early downs, which would be 27th best in the league, which is kind of surprising, seeing that Pat Mahomes is probably the best quarterback in the league. Why did this happen? Why did they struggle so bad on early downs? Well, it's because they couldn't throw the ball downfield. They didn't have many good receivers. Rashid Rice didn't come on until towards the end of the season. They didn't really have many good pieces. So what did the Chiefs do? They addressed that. They added some receivers. They added Marquise Brown, and they drafted Xavier Worthy. So I love how they addressed that. They went 2-4 when their opponents held a lead of 7 points or more. Again, showing that they could not throw the ball downfield, and the Chiefs addressed that. Love it. So now let's move into the positives. They play 5 games this year with a rest advantage and only 2 with a disadvantage. They have the 8th best schedule for net rest advantage. Their O-line is 4th best in the league, and their D-line is 10th best. And then another cool stat I found. So last season, they were -10 in turnover margin and -20 in the penalty margin. They are the only team since 2000 to make the playoffs with a -10 turnover margin and a -20 penalty margin. So if they can address those, they'll be so much better this season, okay? And now we're going to do the recap for the AFC West and my predictions. So coming in fourth, I'm going to have the Raiders. And then third, I'm going to do Denver. I'm not high on either of these teams. They're going to finish third or fourth. Don't really have much to say. In third, we're obviously going to do the Chargers. They're much better than I think Denver and the Raiders. Definitely a step behind the Chiefs. Maybe they could have a good season. Maybe they can sneak into the playoffs. And then last but not least, we got Kansas City. They're just a lead everywhere. They got better. They went at their weaknesses. So I'm expecting a long playoff push and probably a Super Bowl, another again. But now we're going to go into the NFC West. And we're going to start with fourth place Cardinals. Okay, they went 4-13. This year you can get them at plus 1,300 to win this division. And they're projected at 7.5 wins. So let's talk about some positives. They added pieces on defense through free agency and the draft. They were horrible on defense, and I'm expecting them to be horrible again, but maybe just a little less horrible. They drafted Marvin Harrison Jr. and Trey Benson. They had McBride, Michael Wilson, Greg Dortch, led by Kyle Murray. So I think this offense is going to be really good. It's just the defense is what I'm worried about. So for negatives, they're projected to face the #1 most difficult schedule of offenses. Their first 10 games are extremely hard, so I expect them to be not really good for the first 10 games. They no longer have Murray on a cheap contract, okay? His cap hit will be $49.1 million this year. Maybe that's a reason why they couldn't spend on defense. Now let's talk about Murray and where he struggles. So he was horrible throwing the ball beyond 10 yards last season. He ranked number 44 in EPA, 39 in yards per average, 42 in success rate, and number 40 in passer rating. So he was horrible throwing the ball down the field. Maybe Marvin Harrison Jr. can help this out, but that's a big thing they need to address this year. And then they're always trailing. They were 21st in first quarter scoring and 27 in halftime leads, okay? They need to get this offense going early so they don't have to always play catch-up. And then the two last negatives I have, their O-line is ranked 26th and their D-line is the worst in the league at 32nd. So I'm not really too high on this team, but I think this offense could do something. It's just the defense is going to be very bad again, I think. So now let's move into the Seattle Seahawks. So the Seahawks, they came in third last year. They went 9-8. You can get them at plus 700 to win this division. And they're projected at 7.5 wins. So a fun fact about this team, in the last 9 years, they are 4-4-1 at exceeding their win total. They've been average throughout the past 9 years and just always going to what Vegas projects them to win. Let's start with positives. They have a whole new coaching staff. The new head coach, Mike McDonald, he wants to increase the QB pressure on defense and confuse opposing offenses. He comes from being the DC of the Ravens, who have been really good the past few years, so hopefully he can increase this defense. And then they have some great receivers on this team. They got DK, Tyler Lockett, Jackson Smith, and Najigma. So I think they can really, if they can get the ball downfield more to them, I think they can really increase their offensive output this year. But now let's move into the negatives. So they didn't use enough play action last year. Geno Smith was really good in play action. He was actually the #1 ranked quarterback in efficiency on play action, but they didn't use it enough. With play action, they were positive 0.35 EPA expected points added. When they did not use play action, they were only positive 0.07 EPA. Much better on play action, but they didn't call it that much. So hopefully this new coaching staff understands that and gets Geno more play action plays. Their O-line this year is what I'm really worried about. They're ranked 29th in the league, very bad. Geno last year was sacked on 15% of every pressure, which is the 4th highest in the league. This O-line was very bad for him. And their O-line is the cheapest in the league. So this O-line really needs to step up and really help Geno if they want to go anywhere. But now let's move into the Rams. So last year the Rams came in second. They went 10-7. This year you can get them at the second best odds plus 330 to win this division. And they are projected at 8.5 wins. So let's talk about the positives. Sean McVay, I think he's a pretty good coach. So last year they went 3-6 into their bye last season. Then they made some changes on offense, and then they went 7-1 to end the season and make the playoffs. Very great. I love when coaches can make changes mid-season and help their team out. They went to more play action and more pre-snap motion. I love that. This year they drafted 5 defenders in the draft to add to their defense. That was something very big for them. And then another cool stat I found. So McVay, what does he struggle with throughout his career? Game management. He's bad at game management. So what did the Rams do this season? They hired a game management coordinator to help him out and make decisions on 3rd and 4th down easier for him. So I think that's kind of cool. But now let's move into the negatives for this team, which there weren't too many, so I kind of like this team. They were projected to face the 3rd toughest schedule of defenses this year. They lost Aaron Donald. He was huge for them, been a great player throughout his career, so that's going to be big to try to replace him. And they also have the least expensive defense in the league that may deal with Matthew Stafford, Cooper Kupp on offense, but they don't play they're not paying players on defense. They're not getting many star talented players there. And then another thing is, can Stafford and Kupp, can they stay healthy this year? If they do, I kind of like this team, but if they get injured or banged up, it's not looking great for this team. So now let's move into the 49ers. 49ers came in first last year. They went 12-5. They had a great season. You can get them at -190, which is very steep, but I understand why. They're projected at 11.5 wins, so let's talk about the positives. So they had the best offense last year, and they brought everybody back. I'm assuming Ayuk stays, because why would they want to trade him? He's a great receiver. He was number 3 in success rate last year, and he's elite. So I think San Fran, if they trade him, it's going to be just very dumb on them, because they can definitely win the Super Bowl this year. Kyle Shanahan, I think he's a good coach, and he knows how to get the best out of his players. I think he really elevated Brock Purdy last year, and this offense is going to be great again. And then their D-line. Their D-line is ranked 3rd this year, so they have a great D-line right there. But now let's move into the negatives. So the biggest one that I found is their net rest edge is worse again this year. They were worse last year, and they're 32nd this year as well. They're minus 21 days of rest, so teams are getting much more rest than they are. That's the 6th worst since 1990, kind of insane. They play 8 games this year with a rest disadvantage, and they play 3 short week road games. I don't like those because teams lose those games a lot, especially when they're late in the season. They also had a lot of turnover on the defensive sides, but they added pieces. So can those pieces cover what the defense did last year? I don't know, but that's another kind of negative to have. And then they're projected to play the 4th toughest schedule of offenses this year. But overall, I like this team. I think they have a lot of talent, and I think they can go far. So now to do the recap. So I'm sorry, but this is going to be a boring recap. Coming in 4th, I have Arizona. I love the offense, but do not trust the defense there. 3rd, I have Seattle. I love how they have new coaching, but that O-line kind of scares me, and kind of if Geno gets hurt, it's kind of down from there. Coming in 2nd, I have the Rams. Just a lot of talent on this team, good coaching, so I think they could do something again. And then coming in 1st, I have San Fran. So they're minus 190, and rightfully so. Great offense, great coaching. Definitely see them going back to the Super Bowl. But yeah, that's all I have for the AFC and NFC West. Big shout out to ETR and Warren Sharp for all the information I get. And remember, money never sleeps.
It's tough. It's tough. Now we're going.
Can you hear us now?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I've been hearing it.
No, but I don't think they heard us on the thing. So let's run it back. Bring it back to me.
Bring it back now.
All right, Donn'y. So you heard everything. Good catch, Aiden. You heard everything that Marty had to say.
Yep.
You seen his side of the story.
Mm-hmm.
You seen what the numbers had to say.
He was breaking it down.
You've been out for the past couple weeks. Hop back right into it, brother. What's the AFC West going to look like from the bottom to the top?
AFC West, bottom to the top. Bottom, we're going to go with. Oh, you ain't ready for this. The Chargers.
Whoa, what?
Yeah, the Chargers. Yeah.
You said
Sorry about
Denver.
it. Yeah, well, I changed my mind.
Oh, in the
I
past
got a
10
little time to
seconds?
think about it. Yeah. New coaching staff. You don't just walk up in a building and start winning. This ain't college.
But that Harbaugh, I don't know which one it is, but when you just walk in,
Jim.
yes, you can win.
Yeah, you can win next year, maybe, Jim. This year, you can go rebuild. You and Joe Alt at the front line. Good luck.
Is it Jim?
Yes.
So, yeah, Chargers are taking last. You don't just walk up in there and sign J.K. Dobbins and think everything's going to be merry and gold, especially when you lose your
They got
best
Gus
wide
Edwards,
receiver.
too.
Your other best wide receiver.
They got Lad McConaughey.
Lad McConaughey.
Who?
Lad.
Just a young lad. Well,
Just a young lad.
young lad's going to have to learn a little bit of losing, all right? So,
Well, he's got
fourth
Herbert,
place,
too.
Chargers. Third place. The Broncos. New
Somebody's got
quarterback.
Denver.
He's not looking bad over there. They're saying good things about him. They might just be gassing him up, though.
They're still the Broncos.
They are still the Broncos. I still don't like Sean Payton for how he was dealing with Russell Wilson last year. And they do a little corny stuff over there. I think Justin Simmons is still just rolling around in free agency, just like whatever. That's nice. So yeah, I'm gonna take the Broncos third. But I think we might see some stuff out of Bo over there. They could be on the uprise. And then they'll probably overtake this team next year, but I'm gonna put Raiders number 2. I just like with the way they be playing over there. They just mean. Pierce gets them going. Minshew's not bad. He's way better than whatever nonsense they had going on last year with Mr. Deputy on the call or whatever. You got Devontae Adams over there. Jacoby Myers is slept on. He's nice. Brock Bowers is nice. The other tight end, Michael Mayer, he ain't bad. Zamir White's looking like a truck.
Mhm.
They could beat a lot of teams 13-10.
Okay.
They could beat a lot of teams 13-10. And the number 1, we got the Kansas City Chiefs.
Why you say it like that?
Because I'm tired of it. I'm tired of them.
Go to sleep.
Apparently. Nah, they're killing it. They got Worthy. I think he's gonna be nice. Even though they're showing videos sometimes of him just getting thrown on the ground in practice or whatever. But
You're going to learn from that.
yeah, it's just a little sidestep and woo, look who's fast. Team's good. Everyone's coming back, basically. Not everyone, but they got a lot of guys coming back. A lot of veteran strength over there. Great coaching staff. Andy Reid just gets them going. They got Mahomes, one of the top 3 quarterbacks in the league.
Mhm.
You know,
And he's not 2 or 3.
no, he's not 3 probably.
You never did your quarterback tiers, bro. You know, I'm just thinking of it now. You never sent it in.
I got that in store for us because I could get a lot of hate off on the list.
I mean, we got time today. I mean, you got some catching up to do. We got time today.
I got the don't draft list
Yeah.
popped over. But yeah, so that's what I got over there in the AFC West. Chiefs number 1.
Mm.
Chargers number 4.
Okay, now you're hopping around.
Raiders number 2.
Yeah.
Broncos number 3.
Yeah.
Did you not hear Marty?
My
Raiders
ears work.
are 4.
No.
Numbers are numbers.
Hey, I'll tell you what, this platform.
Max Crosby ain't number 4.
I'll tell you what, this platform, everyone speaks their mind.
Yeah.
The numbers can say one thing, Donny says the other.
Mhm.
And that's okay. One of them is going to be wrong. Most likely not going to be the numbers.
Most
Money's
likely
never
not going to be
sleeps.
Donny.
Hey, how you doing? How you doing? The money never sleeps.
Uh,
All right, speaking of the money, this is where the money's at. So let me tell you the breakdown of this AFC West. Last, because we know the cream rises to the top. So we're going to start from the bottom.
Mhm.
Denver Broncos.
Yeah, we is.
So I do think that Bo Nix is going to be good in this league, and the perfect match for him is Sean Payton with the development. It didn't go right with Russell Wilson last year, even though Russell Wilson
that's right.
didn't have that bad of a season. It's unbelievable to think that he had somewhat similar stats to the quarterback who won the MVP.
Statistically.
Statistically, yes.
Numbers.
But
Not
overall,
by your eye test.
there you go.
Yeah.
But overall, that relationship was never going to work. Sean Payton never wanted Russell Wilson to be his quarterback from day one. We knew it was going to fall out. Russell Wilson was going to get shipped out of town, even with all that money he was getting paid.
And still getting paid.
Yes.
Shout out him.
I think Bo Nix is going to fit good in the system. Coming in with nothing but experience, 61 college football game started. I think he can pick the system up and put it down. They still got some room to work with. I'm not sure about this defense, but I do think the Broncos could achieve that 5.5 that Marty was saying. Still going to get them at the bottom of the division. It's going to be a competitive division. Third, going to go with the Raiders. I absolutely love this. Was the biggest free agent signing of the offseason. I think it's getting overlooked. Christian Wilkins and Max Crosby is a fucking nightmare for every opposing offensive line.
Up front.
They're going to be a fucking menace.
Yeah.
And I think at some point during the season, you will see them win games for them.
They better have a handshake.
They're going to have something.
Yeah.
Because you're going to double up on Christian Wilkins. Guess what? Max Crosby going to be wide open. You double up Max Crosby, guess what? You ain't going to have enough offensive linemen to cover Christian Wilkins. And that's going to open shit up for the rest of the defense. We'll see what Tyree Wilson actually has in store for them. But I don't know, bro. I could easily see one of them winning Defensive Player of the Year.
Pierce wasn't even a coach all year last year.
Right.
He gets the whole season.
Now he gets the whole season. We'll see offensively. I still got questions. I think Brock Bowers is going to help them. I do still have questions with their offensive line. So I think that's going to be the detriment to them. Gardner Minshew, I experienced it full throttle last season. It's quite the roller coaster with the Gardner Minshew experience. But I mean, putting him with, I think the Raiders brand is perfect for him. Putting him with Devontae Adams, we'll see. Just don't think they're gonna get over the hump. They're not that good yet. Second place, the LA Chargers. Jim Harbaugh coming in with, I think, the highest win percentage of an active head coach right now. And he hasn't been a head coach in the league since the 49ers days.
They were nice.
Like Marty was saying, he's paired back up with his old OC and Greg Roman. You're going to see a similar play style of when Colin Kaepernick was playing with Alex Smith and all them when they made that Super Bowl run. Run heavy. Gus Edwards, J.K. Dobbins. We'll see about their health. Who the fuck knows what that's going to look like.
Kamani Vidal. Don't sleep.
Don't sleep. But we'll see about this wide receiver room. I think that's going to be a question mark. I think Lad McConkey is going to be good. Justin Herbert's always going to be solid. We'll see if he can get him over that hump. I do see them potentially making a playoff push. But they're going to probably fall short again. But I do think the future is bright for this Chargers team. But just not year one. That leaves us with the defending champs, Kansas City Chiefs. Need I say more? Marty ran through it. Donny just ran through it. Literally, the Super Bowl winning team got better. I don't know how you really do that as a Super Bowl winning team, but they did. You're going to see the air raid offense back with Xavier Worthy, Hollywood Brown whenever he's healthy. Rashid Rice, whenever he gets his situation figured out, he came on strong last year for him. Just fucking loaded, bro. Loaded.
They still got that one guy, number 87.
Yep. Ever heard of him? Travis Kelce.
He's pretty good.
Yep. Patrick Mahomes, ever heard of him?
Yeah, the Chris Jones don't even have no problems.
Yep. Nothing. So, yeah. Chiefs take that division easily. And respectively so, they are minus 230 for a reason.
Yeah. Either get some quarterbacks on the other teams that can actually play well, or get some talent around Justin Herbert.
Yep.
Because you got a long way to go to catch the Chiefs.
Yo, and now that Patrick Mahomes, did you see this last week during the preseason game against the Lions?
Oh, yeah, the behind the backer.
Yep. He's doing bullshit like that already. So good luck to everybody.
Trick move unlocked.
Yeah. So
flush pass.
Anthony, do you have any thoughts on the AFC West that you want to chime in? Totally up to you. Oh. Thank you, Anthony.
I was getting my
pretty good.
No, my bad. Go ahead.
Tank couldn't say what. Oh.
Yeah, he see.
Yo, what?
Tank couldn't have said it so well because that was my order. Perfectly said. All he said.
Is this guy fucking drunk?
Are you sure you don't want to just change a little bit and hand it in so they won't know you cheated?
What do you mean I cheated?
Like when you copy your friend's homework, you gotta just change one. You want to just straight up copy that's fine.
I didn't really copy it because I just said his order. Perfectly said well.
I'll just take it as a comment. Thank you.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
That's like, all right, teach. We had the same answers because they're both correct.
Thank you.
Yeah.
There you go.
They're all correct answers.
They better be.
They probably are.
Yep, they will be. Not Raiders in second place.
He's coming at you.
I'm coming at you, buddy.
Where were the Raiders last year?
Oh!
Where were they?
Okay, it was you and Austin Eckler going Down 63-7.
Doing what?
First down.
And now they're about to be good. Herbert to McConaughey.
He don't even know his name.
Touchdown.
What do you say, McConaughey?
Yeah.
Matthew McConaughey? Lad McConaughey.
Let me tell you about this Lincoln. You don't drive a Lincoln, brother. It drives you. You just get in that car, you grab the wheel, and you just go, brother.
That's right.
Lad McConaughey.
Perfectly said.
All right, moving on. NFC West. I can already see where this is going. Donny, what are we thinking, bro?
Yeah.
What do we think? Go ahead.
I heard Marty. You heard Marty about the rest days and all that.
Floor is yours.
So you know I'm about to get a little spicy. Number 4.
Cardinal.
Hey. I hate to do it to him. Number 4 coming in this year. Arizona.
Thank you.
That was a tough one.
All right, 1 for 1.
That was a tough one because I hate to say it. You know, Big Marv going over there. Little Kyler going over there. He's back. The coaching staff is good. Roster's got a little work to do. They got a little work to do on the roster, but it's going to get working. Next year, that might switch around because the fall off is coming. Number 3, Seattle. I like the new coaches signing. New coach is what they needed. Pete Carroll's getting, Pete Carroll's a great guy. Got the Super Bowls in you. Dude's like 70-something. We got to get hang it up, bro. Hang it up. It's time for some young bloods in there.
Okay.
We got the Ravens DC coming to town. Come on. You saw what they did to the 49ers last year. Now he's in Seattle. Ooh, the 12th man. They going to split. 49ers not 2-0 no Seattle this year. It might not even split. It might be a 0-2.
Okay.
Don't sleep on Sam Howell neither.
Good night.
Number 2.
No, I think you're going to be all right.
Number 2, we're going to go with the loaded roster in the NFL. San Francisco's taking second. Yeah.
Could have guessed that one.
Uh-huh. We got Ayuk. Doesn't even want to be there. Maybe he does want to be there. He doesn't even know. He just wants a lot of money.
To win some money?
He wants some money. He doesn't want some in New
Was that
England.
English, bro?
McConaughey. Yeah.
McConaughey wants some money.
Brock Purdy going to come down to earth a little bit. Dude's just running around, making plays, acting like he's not a 7th-round quarterback.
7th string.
Shanahan's a great coach. McCaffrey, he's eating, but running backs don't last forever. Don't let him fall off a little bit. We'd be talking about my 49ers in 3rd place. We still got the linebacker over there that busted his Achilles in the Super Bowl. He not coming back for a while. So, yeah, I got the San Fran take a second. Super Bowl hangover. You can't stay at the top forever. And then number 1, one last ride over there for the L.A. Rams, the real team in L.A. Real coach in L.A., best coach in L.A. by far, Sean McVay. They loaded up on the defensive side, too. They said, Aaron Donald, yeah, that's a tough loss. 5 new rookies. Let's go. Gas up. The offense is loaded, too. They got Cooper Kupp, Kyron. Drafted a new running back over there. Matt Stafford still got some juice in him as long as he can stay healthy, which all of this crumbles if he doesn't get hurt. Then I got to pick a new team for number 1. But I got the Rams taking first. And even the rookie guys they had on defense last year, they were pretty good last year. So a whole year in NFL next year, come on. And they got some playoff experience. Rams winning that division.
All right, you just said good coaching, but he literally hired a coach to coach him.
That's next level coaching right
Did you
there.
not hear Marty?
It is next level.
Yeah.
He needed coaching so he can coach him.
To manage the game.
He said,
So is he really the coach anymore?
Some teams have a game manager at quarterback, and some teams have a game manager at coach. I know what I want.
What?
All right. Let's bring it to the money.
All right, Tank, what's your order?
The NFC West, baby. The cream rises to the top. From the bottom to the top.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the worst, obviously, the Arizona Cardinals.
Why did I say obviously? It's crazy.
Yeah.
Marty said everything that you needed to hear about Kyler Murray. In my quarterback tier list, he's in the last chance for you, brother.
He's throwing it to Greg Dortch.
He can't throw the ball over 10 yards.
Greg Dortch ain't over 5 foot.
Neither is he. Now I do like what they got cooking on offense, what they're building for the future and everything. I just don't know if Kyler Murray is going to be that piece for them in the long run. Not even just his play on the field; he's got to stay healthy. Really hasn't done nothing since he had Larry Fitzgerald and D Hop during the COVID days. The Hail Murray, it hasn't really done nothing since then. Defense, one of the worst in the league, which is kind of crazy that you have one of the best, before he got hired there, one of the best defensive coordinators. You think the defense would have been addressed. Don't get me wrong, they're going to be a competitive team. They were last year. It's going to be the same old story with them.
You got to work with what you're working with.
Yeah. Like I said, offense future may be looking a little bright. We'll see about the quarterback spot. Cardinals still going to be cheeks. Third place. Seattle Seahawks.
I was hoping you'd put them second.
So, I know a lot of these, me and Marty think, great minds think alike. And I'm aligned with the numbers myself, brother. The numbers are on my side. Seattle Seahawks, new coaching in the system there. I don't think they're going to be, again, they're going to be a competitive team. They're going to be good. I don't know about no playoffs or nothing. They're going to be right on the brink. They're going to be in the hunt. Still some work to do on the offensive line. Kenneth Walker's got to stay healthy. I'm a real big fan of Kenneth Walker.
He's a man.
Love DK Metcalf. Love JSN. Tyler Lockett's sort of on the back end of his career right now.
He's a little hurt, dinged up right now.
Yeah, I love their secondary. The defense is good. Now they're bringing Mike McDonald. I think they're on the right path. I just don't think year one is going to be it. I do think Geno Smith's time might be up pretty soon.
I hope so.
He said they didn't write back. Well, you can keep waiting.
Mail's coming.
A little delay in the delivery here. So I do think we will see a little bit of Sam Howell. I got a little hope for Sam Howell here. He's going to be all right.
So.
But
hey, he did the most passing yards somewhat in the season.
There you go. So
don't let Seattle get a quarterback next year.
Seattle Seahawks, third place.
Don't let them get a quarterback.
Second place, Los Angeles Rams. They're going to have another good season. I think they're going to change their identity this year. Matt Stafford's getting a little older, beefing up the offensive line, getting the ground pound going with Kyron Williams and Blake Corum. Mm-hmm. The 1-2 punch is absolutely insane. Puka Nacua is there. Cooper Kupp is still there. They're going to be solid. I love their draft. Jared Verse and Brandon Fisk. Both
what more do you want from them?
I know they just lost Aaron Donald. That's a huge loss. But they got two pretty good, I'm not going to say replacements, but fill-ins for right now. We'll see if they're the answer to two solid guys. Yeah, man, I think the Rams are still going to be really good, but not good enough to be finishing in first with this potentially one of the best teams in the NFC. They've shown it year in, year out. One of the best quarterbacks in the league, too. Best offense in the league. They're up there for sure. San Francisco 49ers. The number's seller, brother. It don't matter, Brandon. You want to be here? Who cares? We got Pretty Ricky if you want to step out. It's all good. Yeah. He probably ain't as good as you.
Maybe not
but
yet.
He can fill in.
Maybe not
He can
yet.
fill in for sure. Yeah, I think they're going to do just fine. Sort of a repeat of last year. Now, we'll see if they make it back to the Super Bowl, but, I mean, the 49ers are going to be the 49ers. I'm not too concerned about the net rest advantage that Marty has been preaching these past couple of weeks. I do think this is going to come into play.
But in terms short rest road games.
But in terms of winning this division, I think they got it down pat again.
Greenlaw.
That's all good.
All right.
They got they signed a couple guys low key. Devondre Campbell's there. What's the one defensive lineman? They signed a defensive lineman too. I forget. Had no business signing there, per usual. But yeah, San Francisco 49ers are going to be elite again. I'm not 100% sure if they will find their way to the Super Bowl. A little teaser for next week when we make our Super Bowl prediction. But nonetheless, San Francisco 49ers going to win the division once again. Anthony, you got any thoughts?
There's some way. I don't want to put Arizona last.
Let's go.
I just can't find a way in my book that says they shouldn't be last. They're in last place.
Sorry about it.
It's a good division. It's fair.
And I still don't know who's going to be 2 or 3. It's either you could put Seattle 2 or Seattle 3. That's a flip-flop. 50-50. Toss, flip a coin. Other than that, San Francisco takes one.
Okay.
Y'all sleeping.
Who's sleeping?
You know what the NFL stand for?
No fun league.
Not for long. Football, he said. Not for long. You can't stay on top forever.
Can you start from the top? I missed that.
What the NFL stands for?
What does the NFL stand for?
Not for long.
But
Their best players are running back. You know how long their careers are? Not that long.
If you're going by fantasy wise, he was the number 1 fantasy guy, or he's number 2.
We're not talking about that. That's another thing
But
you
you're
gotta
a
watch
big
out
fantasy
for.
guy.
Great transition.
I am a huge fantasy guy.
Yo, before we get to Donny's, do not draft fantasy football players.
Yep.
Shout out to Marty, man. Putting the work in.
Yep.
Next week, we will be going into our last divisions, the AFC and NFC East. Y'all going to have to lock in for that one.
Yeah.
Because this man, he puts his blood, sweat, and tears into this research. He only got 2 wrong last year. I think he's on the right track this year. We'll see.
6 for 8 ain't bad.
With that being said,
that's 75% hit rate.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah.
Donny, you're back, man. You're our you're the Tank Talk podcast fantasy guy.
Yeah. And it's time. It's season. It's fantasy season. I got drafts.
He locked in
all the time.
Yep.
Tank, you need to tune in here.
You need to tune in, my boy.
I can't hear y'all from all the way at the bottom, brother.
Sheesh.
That's crazy.
Mr. 10 of 10.
Wait till week 1.
Yeah.
I mean, 10 more days.
Y'all don't want to see
we
that
there.
projection.
10 more days. We there.
Anyways.
You want the do not draft list? Or you want something else?
Give us how many you got?
4.
Give us your top 4 players that we do not want to draft this upcoming fantasy football season.
So this season, I think last year we were right on the nose. You know, our do not list was 5 for 5. This year, I got 4 for you. Coming in number 1. Yeah, lock in. Draft season's now.
Hold on.
So y'all better get your pen and paper out. Start copying the homework like Anthony would.
Hold on to your butts.
Number 1 on the do not draft list, Travis Kelce's brother. Guy was great for a long time.
Jason?
Yeah. Jason.
Wait, so we're drafting Jason or we're not drafting?
No, you're not.
Do not. See, look, this guy.
He's already got it screwed up.
Wait, so we're not drafting Jason or Travis?
Holy shit.
Do not draft list. Number 1 on the list, Travis Kelce's brother.
Jason's retired.
He's retired. So, yeah, obviously, you're not going to put up a lot of points. You're not going to do the best this season if you're not out there.
That's a good point.
You know, I seen him slimming down. He doesn't look like he's in football shape. Not in bad shape, just not football shape. He was a great guy. Potentially, probably. Had a great career, but it's time to hang it up. That's number 1. Number 2 on the do not draft list. And this is just what I've been hearing. This one just wasn't me. This is just what the buzz was. The buzz around do not draft this guy. LeBron James Jr. Bronny. Oh, everyone's saying you can't draft him. You can't draft him. I think the Lakers did a good job drafting him. But for your fantasy team, you might want to leave him in the free agent.
Can you even find him on?
Leave him in the free agency pool. Don't pick him up. Let someone else draft him, maybe. Tank their squad. Not tank squad, but tank their squad.
Also,
Can't do it. Number 3 on the do not draft list, and this one's a big one. CJ Stroud.
Whoa.
Yep.
Oh, what?
Yep.
You telling me after the rookie season he had, going into this year, he's got even a better situation now.
That's right.
Don't draft CJ Stroud.
He's already having arguments with Diggs because he can get the ball in the preseason.
Tell him. Does he got additions or does he have subtractions by addition? Come on. We're not drafting for our 2023 season. We're drafting for the 2024 season. And if you want to pay CJ Stroud prices, you're going to waste some ADP. CJ Stroud this year is coming off the board at QB number 5. Top 5. And good quarterback. Coming off the board at number 5. There's a lot of talent after him. Even guys last year that finished higher than him are going off the board after him. So he's going at QB5. That's pick 48-ish. It's like the end of round 4. Last year, he scored 18.7 points per game on the season. So that's pretty good. But if you just wait,
you're losing me, bro.
if you wait until round 6, so you could wait 2 rounds later.
Yep.
You get a quarterback that scored 19.1 points per game last season and also has a better scenario this year than he did last year. You know who that guy is?
Who's that?
Kyler Murray. Yeah.
What?
That's right. Coming off the board. QB number 10 off the board. He scored more points per game than CJ Stroud. And this year he gets Marvin Harrison Jr.
Please don't draft him.
No, that's a draft. Pick him. Pick him.
Oh, I thought we were still
Yeah.
do not draft.
No, do not draft the CJ Stroud because you could get Kyler 2 rounds later. And if you do this, you'll be able to, instead of drafting CJ Stroud, you could pick like Jalen Waddle or Devonta Smith. So you get those guys with Kyler versus if you pick Stroud, you're getting Stroud and Chris Godwin.
All right, can we get your actual list and redo the whole segment?
No, this is it. This is for real. And number 4 on the do not draft list, J. Cole.
He made the list again.
He was on the list last year?
I think he was on the list last year.
Well, this year we know you draft this guy, he's going to quit on you early. He's going to quit on you real early. Maybe before it even starts. He might not even get you by week 1. He might be out of here. The guy, he might, a lot of hype, a lot of talk. He might be the best rapper. Might be number 1. Could be taking the throne. Could be the top guy. Never know. Clocked out before week 1. You don't want a guy like that on your fantasy squad.
So
you need your guys to be
so
there.
we shouldn't draft him.
Don't draft him.
What I'm putting together here,
Mhm.
is you're saying this because he dropped out of the Drake and Kendrick shit?
Yeah.
Okay.
He might quit on you early. Never see his full potential.
Okay.
Not going to put up numbers from the sidelines. Nobody's putting up numbers from the sidelines except for Sean McVay's coach.
Okay.
So that's a do not draft list this year. We
All
got
right.
Travis Kelce's brother,
Yep.
CJ Stroud, LeBron James Jr., first father-son duo on the do not draft list, and J. Cole.
I mean, I'll tell you what, last year you're pretty accurate with this because you had what could he be writing down?
He's taking notes. He don't want to take last again.
I'm trying to figure out something real quick. Keep talking.
He's writing Sudoku puzzles on his paper.
So last year you had OJ Simpson.
Yep.
Ended up dead.
Wasn't a good season for him, I would say.
I mean, don't draft him.
You had Martha Stewart.
Got to be out on the field. Yeah.
She didn't even play football.
She didn't put up any numbers.
LeBron James. He'd been playing Madden, but not on NFL football.
Good season, but didn't get the job done.
Alexander Madison.
Terrible.
Yep. That was a good call. I forget the last one. Maybe J. Cole.
Wait, who's your last do not draft pick?
For this year?
Yeah. It was Jason Kelsey.
No. Travis Kelce's brother.
Our Travis Kelsey brother.
Yep.
All right, it'd be nice.
CJ Stroud.
It'd be nice if you click some buttons or you see
CJ Stroud for sure.
LeBron James Jr.
That's right.
And who else?
And J. Cole.
The do not draft?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, now on the flip side, on a serious note, do we have this list ready for right now, or you want to do it next week? 'Cause I need to know. I know who I don't want to draft. I need to know who I have to draft.
Oh, no. I got to give you that one next week.
All right.
I got the gems for you next week.
Stay tuned then.
All right. Who should we draft?
It
was Kyler. I'm trying.
This might be Anthony's last day producing.
Oh, no, hold on. I'm gonna figure out something. Who was?
Yeah, but you best believe you better be trying to figure out how to click them buttons.
Oh, I got my notes down. After Kyler, who should I draft?
Next week, bro. He just said he's gonna say it next week.
So,
Brother, we're drafting next week. We're telling you who to draft next week for next season.
Oh shit!
all right. So hold on.
We're not drafting. I just gave you who not to draft.
Hear me out. So we don't draft Travis Kelce's brother.
Nope.
And then your sequence is the next person you said after is who you draft,
No.
a.k.a. C.J. Stroud.
Don't draft CeeDee Stroud either.
And then your next pick is LeBron James Jr. is who you don't draft.
There you go. You're 3 for 3.
And so, and they're saying who you should draft is Kyler. That's your order right there. Even though you said don't not draft.
How many times we got to go through this, bro?
That was your sequence.
I'm seeing why he's copying all your homework because he's not getting it.
He can't follow.
Nah.
What the fuck?
This is
you
why
know
he's
How many
copying.
times does he have to go through the list?
Do you not get my sequence?
Hey, I got it in my notes. I'll send you the notes. Help you out.
All right.
Because I know all of these guys were on the top of your board.
No, I already got them. My notes are here.
Hmm.
In red ink. All right, I got it.
Don't draft Selena Gomez either.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, why not?
It was a big season last year for Taylor, her little bestie. I don't think she could live up to that. She's dating Benny Blanco. Questionable call. A lot of off the field issues there, it looks like.
I got nothing, bro. I got nothing. Anything else you want, fantasy-wise, you want to throw in? Because you said, hey, you're ready for anything.
Don't pick Marvin Harrison Jr.
Really?
Yeah.
In like a dynasty draft or like
Redraft.
like your rookie draft or
No.
like a whole draft?
A whole redraft. New draft. 1 season draft.
Oh, okay.
Not dynasty. He's going off way too early. I like him a lot. I think he's going to do a great thing. He's going to be a great wide receiver in the league. But to just pick him in the top 10 of wide receivers is nuts.
So he's on the list now.
I'm not going to put him on the list because I like him.
All right, that helps my notes out even better.
All right.
I'm just trying to
Makes
warn
my
you.
sequence look better too.
That's an unofficial one.
Did you have a quarterback tier list? You got some catching up to do. Or you want to save that for a different time as well?
I have to save that one for a different time.
All right.
Hold on, I think I got my tier list.
Anthony may want to know, brother.
Oh, you got one?
All right. Might as well share it.
Yeah, I could chirp this for sure.
Hold
Probably
on.
got Geno Smith at the top.
Yo, anytime now.
I got it. All right,
You can put it together.
so I got S tier equals superstar.
Superstar.
Before you go out, how many tiers do we have? Are we going to be here all night? You're going to go through the whole alphabet?
Okay, I'll go to B.
We got the whole... Bro, how many tiers do you have?
What do you mean? He asked you how many tiers there are, and you said, all right,
S
next
A
tier.
B.
S, A, and B, and that's it.
3. Okay.
Oh, okay, cool.
All right, go ahead.
All right, so S tier superstar.
Superstar.
It's the superstar of the superstars.
Yep.
Number
Got it.
1 of 1, Mahomes.
We got to clap for every single one you say.
Which is the draft?
Number 2 superstar, Josh Allen.
Anthony, I don't know if you know what a tier list is.
It's right here.
No. See, you're
It's-
doing like a whole ranking, but a tier list kind of puts it like a group.
This is a group.
So, like, instead of it being like 1 through 32, it's like this is group 1, this is group 2.
This is a group.
All right.
The superstar group.
Yeah.
I got a way to save some time on this. Just go through say the tier, go through quarterbacks. You don't got to go 1, 2.
All right, well, that was just for the superstars because they got their certain.
All right, go
group.
through your damn tier.
All right, A tier. I don't know what I could say for A.
it?
Yeah, superstar.
Oh, it was only 2 in that?
I
Yeah,
guess.
because they're the only 2 superstars.
That's insane.
All right, number 1 for A superstar or A tier, Lamar Jackson.
Yo, hold up, wait. He got S for superstar and A for a superstar. This might be our last show, bro.
Half a star.
Anthony, the floor is yours, brother.
All right, I got Lamar 1 for the a superstar.
He's serious.
Jared Goff, Joe Burrow. What's the one?
Keep going.
I wasn't expecting Jared Goff to be anywhere near the top. So
To be a
that's all.
superstar.
Justin Herbert.
Go blue.
Jalen Hurts. CJ Stroud. Dak. Brock Purdy. Matt Stafford. Anthony Richardson.
Ooh.
Not Anthony.
You're Anthony.
Aaron Rodgers. That's my A.
Okay.
Now, quick B tier. Jordan Love. Kirk. Who's that? Oh,
Oh my God.
Cousins. It's Kirk Cousins.
Trevor Lawrence. Justin Fields. Sam Howell and Will Levis. That's the tier list.
All right.
All right.
Nice
For,
job.
for B.
I don't.
I know. Is there like a C tier, or is it just everyone else?
I mean,
is
there's
under?
a lot of quarterbacks in the C tier. I don't know if you want to go.
Bro,
for
when I
that.
asked you how many tiers you have, you said S, A, and B.
Yeah, but I just want you said keep it short.
All right. Segment of. Hey. We're going to be here all night.
So, what are some oddballs in there? You think?
I think we could start from the top of the list all the way to the bottom.
Yeah.
All right. So, what were the oddballs?
I was not expecting Jared Goff to be the fourth quarterback name you said.
No, that was definitely a surprise.
Why not?
All right, you going to have a follow-up question for every answer I give you?
I appreciate.
He's got Sam
appreciate that
Brown,
you got
he's
Brock Purdy
Sam
below
Laporta, He's got Jameer Gibbs.
So is it a quarterback tier or is it a surrounding cast tier?
I mean, he could pass the
I didn't
ball.
know this was going to be the Anthony show. This is
He's
insane.
gonna pass the ball to him, so he's good. He's good. He's good.
I think this is the most he's ever talked.
He's a good pocket QB.
This is what happens when you get him
All right.
standing up.
Yeah, you're never allowed to stand up again.
All right, what's another eyeball, or is that it?
Nope, you're good.
Anthony's tier / overall ranking.
All right, well,
Yeah,
I'd be
Tank,
sh-
you can take the mic.
well, thanks. Really appreciate it.
Got you.
I'd be shocked if there's people still watching right now.
Nope. Oh, what you got coming?
We'll have seen that earlier.
Donny. Oh, Donny's back.
Yeah.
Says Emerge Media Creators Co-op.
I wonder who that is.
Could be
Yep,
anybody.
Could be anybody. All right. Well, we made it this far. Somehow, some ways.
Some were saying we wouldn't.
Yeah, for a while I thought we wouldn't be able to get it through, but here we are.
They were wrong.
Oh, we're here.
We had to get the rust off a little bit, but next week we're fucking locked in.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely
we're
locked
kicking
in.
it back.
It's game time.
Week 1, Baltimore Ravens, Kansas City Chiefs. David Adams doing a little watch party. I'm gonna be involved. We're doing a couple group breaks before that, some football cards, and then we doing the watch party of the first half. The little watch along with me, Troy, and Josh.
Hopefully it's a straight blowout by then.
That would be crazy. We're gonna have some live bets, talk about what's going on in the game, our instant reaction right there. Think of it as the Manning cast of David Adams. That's basically what it's gonna be.
I like it.
I'm gonna be Peyton. Troy will be Eli, and then Josh will be whoever else comes on to the show. Essentially what it's going to be.
Make sure he's got a lot of different fits.
We had a hell of a week here, resting up a little bit, but now this is where shit gets serious.
Yeah.
It's game time.
We ready.
We ready.
Yeah.
We ready.
Yep.
For y'all. All right.
No, that was good.
That was all right.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
No, that was good.
Make sure you follow us on all of our social platforms at TankDog_pod. Visit our website, www.tanktalkpodcast.com. Make sure you're subscribed here to the YouTube channel. We got it. We're doing our best to get to 1,000. I don't know what type of giveaway we can do now. Preseason's done with.
Anthony's digging in his pocket for the Super Bowl ticket.
Yeah, keep on digging, brother. Ain't nothing there.
Oh,
Ain't nothing down there.
Donn'y, dude. Fucking welcome back. Great to have you back.
yeah. It's good to be back.
How's it feel coming back, dude?
See, it was a little chilly, but I warmed it up for sure. We back.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You won't see
All the way back.
Hopefully by next week. I know I've been saying this for a couple weeks now. We're trying to get a new fucking set. Some things have been pushed back. Deadline is next Monday. Got to make it happen.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. If it don't, we probably won't be here.
Nope. We need some motivation for that, though.
So please, Anthony, we need some motivation going into week 1 of the preseason. Good luck following up from everything else you said today. Because after hearing all that, we need some. Yes, we need it right now.
Yeah,
please.
yeah.
I got you. You know, the only place success comes before work is the dictionary.
Okay. Yeah.
Because you got to work for your success. And the only time success comes before work is in the dictionary.
Wait, explain that. Like,
you got to work for your success. And
like,
success never comes before work.
So you got to clock in?
You got to get that work, baby.
Yeah.
Go get that work.
And which order was that on the dictionary?
Success comes first in the dictionary. Before work.
All right. Thank you.
So go get that work first and get that success.
The success comes before work.
In the dictionary.
Oh.
You don't want that. You want to work for that success.
Well, I mean, if it finds my way, if it finds its way to me, I'll take it.
But you got to work for it.
All right.
Let's go home.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Go get that work.
He said, let's go.
Right. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Hopefully, we'll see you next week. Hopefully, we just scare you away because it's time to lock in. NFL football is here. Hey, from now until the end of February, every single week is going to be football.
You heard?
Every single week.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's get that work.
See y'all next week.